We're moving into a very interesting part of the day, especially the period between 12 minutes to 12, right through 12 and then 12 past 12. Kerry will explain all that to you. So I'm just here to introduce a woman who needs not much introduction to any of us.
Go for it. Make up a story.
We describe her as an angelic shaman, and she blends together her amazing shamanic abilities and her amazing channeling abilities. And today she's going to put them both together for you. And as she channels a group of a collective consciousness called the Archangels, and she's trying to hold them back at the moment. They're so keen to come and talk to everybody. So without any further ado, please give Kerry Henwood a warm round of applause.
Oh, we made it. Give ourselves a big applause. 12, 12, 12. Okay, so now we're working from here on. No. This is the kickoff, the big kickoff, right? It's what the Arcs would say in Eleanor Roosevelt, you were born to do this, right?
Yes.
Is this too loud?
No.
I'm echoing in my own brain cells here.
Perfect.
I feel like Madonna. Madonna.
That's so funny.
The Arcs are just going to have a field day with this, I can see it. So, I'm attempting something today that I've not done before. Yeah. I'm doing a morphing process through the chakras, right? So I'm going to make sure that I can see that clock over there, because if Mari, if you want to actually chime me about 22, because I'll need to know to move through. So what I'm going to do is we're doing the chakra activation first. I'm going to do it as me. And then as we move up the system of the chakras, it will become the Arcs. All right? So I've never done it I've never done it this way before. So they want me to do it this way because it is what you can do. So I will be the reflection and the voice of what you are, and how that you can create that transition from these chakras, the 7 that we know, in a reactive world, the 7 chakras for the experience of the souls manifesting into a human body. And yet we forget about the others, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. The 12th chakra is today. 12, 12, 12. And it is that activation of the unification of you, the nomad, as they say, the nomad individual, the collective Atman, all that there is and beyond Atman. So the utmost focus, okay, and people that have been with Arcs before, you know, they're very insistent on that, because it's not to leave any of us behind, right? So it depends on how much you put in to your focus. And we're going to be focused like no more than from 20, I don't know, about 45 minutes. Can you do it?
Yes.
All right, 45 minutes. And you've spent 25,000 years to get here. Right? Okay, get a reality check here, peeps. This is 45 minutes only in your 25,000 year cycle. Because everybody that's here, the Arcs told me, are the creators of the cycle. What does that mean? Not just solely for the whole planetary system, you're a part of a collective. Indigenous people in the world understand the communication here. It's not to be lesser than. It's so important to know the communication here, because the communication here connects you to the collective. And so the Arcs have been saying that when we came, long ago, as they've said to many of you, and the 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, the emergence has begun some time ago. But these are just triggers of remembrance. And so souls came when we put this wonderful planet together, and we started to come down in light and slow up our frequency and became matter. And then we decided, well, we need to have some kind of triggers so we remember. So rainbows in the sky are beautiful colors, because that's your last expression of a soul before you hit into the physical world. And so you see a rainbow as a human, you go, oh, how beautiful it is. And it touches you where? Heart. Always, right? And so there's these planetary configurations that souls put in place mathematically. And then certain souls, as humans, get to interpret astrological, numerologically, configurations, mathematic equations, quantum reality, all these old souls that are originally from starting cycles. And so now you've come to this 12, 12, 12, and then the 12, 21, because you are remembering the cycle. And you are remembering the emergence of you back to all that was infinitely, at the same time that you have a physical body. Don't have to leave your body to feel your light. That's death, right? And it might be boring, I don't know. But feel it all while you're here. And it's challenging because, as Myra was saying, it's heart energy. But would you be sitting here, as she said, if you didn't have those experiences that hurt? Of course not. Because it goes, you know what? I don't want my life to be like this, so I'm going to change it. I'm going to do Kerry's workshops. No. I thought I'd put a plug in there for the art stuff. So, and you start reading books, you start investigating, and all of a sudden, it actually doesn't get any easier. It starts getting harder, but you keep going. Because the more that you awaken to the pain, the more light. Because it has this duality effect, as you've seen. Well, I've meditated all these years, how come I don't feel any better? Right? Okay, who spent a lot of money on their self-development? Thank you. We could have bought a whole town. Between all of us, right? We could have bought a whole town. So we've come to the point where we embrace all of that and we don't take any of it personally. Yeah? You begin to depersonalize your journey and just, I pray every day and I put my feet on the ground and I pray for grace. That the grace move forward before my ego. And sometimes I get it wrong all day, and sometimes I get it wrong for a whole week. That's all right, you just continue on, right? So I want to give you a little bit of advice with this now. The way the energy is and the knowledge that you have. The knowledge that you have inside of you is not to be there to beat yourself up with. I mean your spiritual knowledge. You're human and you can make mistakes, yeah? So don't use the knowledge you have to say, well, I should know better, or I should do this, or I should do that, and go, well, that's an interesting experience. Maybe I will look at it a different way next time, yeah? Because this cycle that is ending now, and the beginning of a new world, all through this whole process in the next 45 minutes, that we're doing, or an hour. I might go a little over the hour, so do you mind if you're going to be 5 minutes late for lunch, just in case? All right. You know the arcs. We'll do what we have to do. I can hear them in my mind. Hold on. They said, oh, then we have to wait another 25,000 years to do it. No. So the thing is to be aware, be very aware of your mind, because there is this duality still in which that we live. And so in the duality in which we live, you will have things happen in your life, of course, and what you have to do is just, as the old saying is, go with the flow, yeah? As you go with the flow, you'll cultivate more of your awareness, not in the background anymore. This is important to tell you this because it has a lot to do with what we're just about to do. And so it will be in the foreground of your mind. The old reptilian mindset and all that's gone on in this Mula Oblongata, pineal, pituitary gland. There's a big gate that is opening up today with that. And so all that you have been experiencing in watching the duality in your mind, the quiet voice, the soul voice here, the wise one, this one over here that's wrong, that's nervous, that's this, that's not good, I want to be a healer, I don't know, I'm going to keep my day job, I don't know about money, you know, okay, that's over there. There's that observer, right, that's observing these 2 points inside your mind. You all know that, and you've all got this here. This here moves forward. It's no longer in the background. So your thought today is that observer that's in the background, I move them forward, right? That's a prayer that you say to yourself. I move that consciousness forward, yeah? Because it's no longer neutrally observing. And that's pretty good. Neutral observing means that, you know, you realize you're playing a game. This is a dream. See, I said it somewhat became a nightmare. And we lost our way. And we terrorized ourselves. End of terrorism is ending of individual terrorizing oneself. That will end terrorism. Not going into countries and doing all the things that we do. And so as you bring consciousness to the foreground, I bring my consciousness to the foreground, and you think about that all day. You think about that all through these next moments that we're going to do. So, arcs and address, oh my God. I might have to take my shoes off. Please do. Am I freaking people out? There's a big space I can fall into there. If I can fall into anyone, just pick me up, right? They'll keep talking, even if I'm face down. So we have people sitting in a certain seats because the arcs want a star, an activated a stargate. So the tree and I hold this beautiful point with the sword in there. And then there's people sitting at each corners that have the directions from the arcs to hold space. The people in the corners or close to the corners there even, just hold that moving forward consciousness, moving forward. Anyone at the end of the rows, move that energy forward constantly. That's your job, right at the end of the rows. Move that consciousness of the unified soul, body together, becoming one. All right, let me just get a drink and get going here. What time is it? Feet straight on the floor, your back, relaxing yourselves. As we said, what you put in here is your focus on your mind. Whatever distractions, whatever visions you have, just allow them to come passing by. Use your breath to center yourself. using your breath to relax inside your form. This is the moment that you're born to do. And so now we are relaxing inside of your body. Through the central shard of the tree in the middle of the room, shining light comes down. It is a shard of light anchoring in the center of the room. But what comes down at the same time as you use your mind inside and you're using your visual mind to see your own shard of light in front of you is pearl and rose color, rose and gold in the front of you. See that shard of light. It is yours, your umbilical cord from Source itself. See the shard of light moving, turning into a light body. It is your 12th chakra identity coming, standing in front of you. Light body, transparent, golden pearl, swirling around colors, standing in front of you. If you can't see, just use your imagination to create that image. That's all you need to do. The rest will be taken care of. Shining light, ever so bright, as consciousness comes down from the source itself, light body standing in front of you. The light body sees your base chakra to base chakra, shining light, emanation of that unification of that light body that knows all things. A figure 8 of gold and rose begins to go around your body, around the light body, crossing over into the center. A figure 8, rose gold, crossing over, activating base chakra, unification, letting go. Don't worry about what you're letting go. All is taken care of here. This figure 8 moves around your base chakra. Stay focused. Good. Very good. Moving around. Moving around. Unification, consciousness of your Atman state into the base. As this energy begins to move up, figure 8 starts moving up, coming up to the spleen, moving around, figure 8, moving around, figure 8, gold, rose, activation. All that is not unified will be taken from the field. You are the collective, people. You are the collective. All will move through. We're connecting in earth and fire. Mother Earth, earth and fire. Unification. Oh, great Mother of the earth, hear our prayers. We are your children. Burn away that which is not of our destiny. We let go of what is not our destiny, oh great Mother. We give back to you, great Mother. We take from air, we take from fire, we take from water, we take from earth, but we give it back to you, oh great Mother. As we begin to move that up to the solar plex, figure 8, crossing over, light body in front of you, unification as light body begins to cross over, the figure 8 crossing over in front, solar plex. Oh, great Mother of the world and universe, hear our emotional prayers. We have come, we have awakened, we are here to serve, not to take. We are here to serve. And as that crosses over, that figure 8, stay conscious, only what you put in is what you will get. Stay focused, the energy is available here for all masters or teachers or lineages or tribes. All have come to unite. The gateway, solar plex, moving, crossing over, moving, crossing over. Golden rose, activating my soul's emotion, my soul's emotion. It begins to move that consciousness up into the heart of all hearts, the bridge. It is the great bridge, heart to heart, nomad to body. It is crossing over again. I am the heart of heart. I am that I am. It begins to cross over into a figure eight, moving around, yes, moving around. What is not of divinity, joy, love, compassion, and service will be taken from you. No need to see what it is, just let it all go in the thought. I let go of my imbalance, my fear, my loneliness, my anger. I am now balancing with the light body that I have prayed for so long in my heart. It is the moment that heart meets heart, and the heart of God, the heart of Om Takwyasan, the heart of Ankashala, the heart of Pachamama Pachakama, moving through, activating into the field. It is my heart that shows the way. It is my heart that has my destiny. It is my heart that has my soul's mind. Stay here for one moment. As we begin to move up into the throat, moving through into the throat, figure eight, connecting into the light body. It is my voice of wisdom. I am no longer afraid to speak the words. And those words are kindness and forgiveness. And as it begins to cross over, activating that light body, figure eight, rose, gold, rose, gold, unification of light, body, human body, the sweet sounds of your voice beginning to cross over, activation, stay with it, you're doing good, and the collective thought, all at this point, universal souls begin to transcend in the room. We activate to all other groups at this point. As the minutes are ticking on, we begin to unify with New York City, Connecticut, Europe, Sweden, Russia, all around the world, lights, lights, indigenous people of all are one tribe. We begin to activate with Africa, Europe, Indonesia, and all the other countries that I have not mentioned. I begin to move up now into the third eye. As the third eye begins to activate, crossing over, light body, light body, light body, activating, activating, activating the seeing eye. I only see love, I only see love. And it is love that I see the world to be. You are here now, dear ones, you are here. And you begin to see the new world. And the new world is equality, understanding, embracing. I see the new world, and in your mind you say to that, I see the new world, you say inside your mind, I see the new world, I see the new world, because I am the new world, I am the new world. I am not the person who fights in anger. I see the new world for my children's children's children. You are sitting in the seat, you are the legacy. We begin to move up from the third eye, into the crown chakra, infinity crossing over, wrapping around, light body, moving around, activating, stay with it, remember to breathe. As you begin to activate that figure 8, you are still in your body. Remember, you need your breath, and your breath is the ownership of your own light as well. As you begin to activate in that ground chakra, ground chakra begins to pineal, pituitary, figure 8. At this moment, in this moment, I speak for all that sit there. They are divine souls, warriors of spirit. They have shown up, O universal source. They are the ones that heard the calling. And in this moment, we begin to dismantle the neural pathways of our mind. And you look back inside your mind, as if you're looking inside, and you see the great spider web inside. A great spider web of light. And as it seems to be dark in spaces, you begin to run that gold rose cord through that emanation of light. Through that, changing that neural net of your mind in this moment, so be it. You can change that. You can change it inside of your mind, in the neural net of your mind, dear ones. And focus into that. Be aware that all that is in your ancestors, you take the joy, you take the experience, you take the love from your ancestors. All else, no. All else is in human experience. You take from your ancestors the unification of goodness, joy, compassion. And you say, you begin to look at your mother, your father, your siblings, your aunts, your uncles, and you say unto them, I give thanks. You say unto them, picture them in your mind, I give thanks because you birthed me to a beautiful world. I give thanks. I give thanks. And I let go, and I bless thee with all the love and all the joy. For without you, my ancestors, I do not exist. I have nothing. I have nobody. And in your mind, you give thanks. And that which in that thanks begins to release you, begins to release you from the human doing that is not promoting life. And so at this moment we wait in this space, we wait for the activation. And as we begin to focus in the next couple of minutes, it is yes, dear ones, indeed it is. Stay focused within, for you are at the 7th chakra, the last. And we move slowly. It is the great gate. It is why you are here. It is the 12th. And that light body that stands in front of you is you, all of you. It is from Source itself that you have never left, and today you go home. Why that you are home in your body. Why that you are home in your beautiful world. We have a few minutes until the activation. And so as we begin to slowly open, it is the angels above indeed we pray, because the angels above are sitting in the seats here. The angels have come from all walks of life. And you are the warrior spirits that have suffered so long. It is the end of your suffering and your loss, because it is you that sit before yourselves here and reclaim your right, your birthright. It is your birthright to be of joy, of happiness, of understanding, of compassion. And we plant this seed inside of the will of the divine. It is the divine will, for the human will becomes lesser. The human will becomes lesser. As you look back inside, the gate begins to open. It is the unification of the two. And as you look up inside, you are inside of your mind, dear ones, inside of your mind. In the center you'll see a great pearl. In that pearl, look back inside. As your mind begins to look up, you begin to look up a few feet above you. Floating above you, you see a light, a saucer of white, gold, rose light. You're moving towards your 8th chakra. That's it. Stay there, focused. Sitting in the middle. All is light. All is light. In this moment, all that you are, all that you have ever been in your humanness is here. All information, that which you have collected, is here. Everything since the beginning of your first human breath is here. And we pray here, together inside of your mind. All that is in my human experience that hides my light, that removes me from my heart, may it be released from the field. May my insecurities that I've cultivated be released from the field. You are still looking up. 12-12, the unification of 12 universes, galaxies coming together as well. In there, you are activating and deactivating, looking up inside of you. Concentrate, yes indeed, concentrate. As you begin to concentrate inside, dismantling all that there is, let go of all there is, that which holds me back from my heart vibrational field. You're looking up inside. I leave, of course, the experience that is useful for the purpose of humanity and myself. Looking up inside. Yes, indeed, stay with This is why you are here. As we begin to purify, activate, it begins to spin slowly around. You see a light like an orb again spinning inside. As you begin to see it spinning around, gold, rose, gold, rose, spinning around slowly in the top of your form. It begins to release in the field. In the peripheral of the field, you see masters, angels, there standing around you in the circle of light. It is the brotherhood, the sisterhood, the brother and sisterhood. It is your guardian angels, your earthbound angels, all that your masters and teachers that drove you to here, brought you to this point. And they stand in a circle, and you see heart emanation resonating from the heart to the heart of divine to you. You will see a cord, dear ones, a cord connected to your masters, to your heart, to theirs, to your heart, to theirs. And the wheel is formed like the spokes of a wheel. And it slowly begins to turn. Slowly, slowly begins to turn. To Zen, the Heavenly Father, Mother God, and all that there is. And may this turning of the wheel create anew. For it is these ones that sit before you, O Masters of the universe and earth and realm, and all realms that exist in the land in which they live in their earth, the dual ancestors and spirits, the unification and the alignment. And may that be so in the activation. May that be so in the activation. And as we begin to move, you're looking up inside again, and you're going to the ninth chakra. Indeed, moving into the ninth chakra. As you begin to move up, you're looking up again inside. Here, you see a great orb of light again, moving around. It is the same. You're looking up inside, but you're in your body as well. You're in unification of your light body and you. As you begin to walk towards you, as it were, walking towards your own light, your own emanation. Ninth chakra, reclaiming all my spirit talent, all my soul's capacity. What is it that I know from this world? What does my soul know? I begin to absorb in every cell. You are no longer stagnated energy. It is the crystallization here that begins as well. It is your soul's crystallization that is held in place at the ninth chakra, held there. You are talented. All is released of underestimating your ability. 25,000 years ago. 25,000 years ago. Focus there, ninth. And as it trickles down into the neural net in which you have reclaimed, the neural net inside your mind is able to accept your soul's capacity. It's able to accept the vibrational quality of your soul. Stay with it. Stay focused. It's important. Yes, it's about all staying together. It is not the I, it is the we. Here you understand the cosmic community. Here you understand that we all go home. Not one, but all. And as your neural net, we are waiting here because it is reprogramming most of your minds. Take a minute here. Just take a breath. You are still staying focused, but you're breathing in your body. You're still very aware of what is happening in the room. Very relaxed, but also hypersensitive to what is happening. And as the dismantlement continues, I accept. Say inside your mind, I accept my abilities. I don't know what they are, doesn't matter. Accept. I accept my abilities because I want to serve humanity. I don't want to stay in the shadows. I want to serve humanity. As that neural net becomes wired into the collective experience, in the morphogenic resonance, that which changes destiny. We say here now, the ones as the angels that are your guardians. Morphogenic resonance changes your future. That which I become, that which I discover, that which the goodness that I can do, that which the knowledge that I pass on changes the future because it changes resonation. Moving up again, collectively in the field, we move together to the 10th. 10th chakra activation, 12, 12, 12, activation. And as we move to the 10th, this is your cosmic heart, aligned to your human heart. It is the great rose, the pearl, the infinite, the unconditioned. It is why you are here. You vibrated in the field of the 10th, and you said to yourself as a soul, I can go and help that world. I know I can. So to touch the heart of the cosmic heart, you will put your two hands, physical hands, on your heart chakra, dear ones, and you put your hand on there, and you feel your feeling of your heat in your physical hands. And in the center of your lower heart chakra has been placed a rose crystal in the center of your heart. At the same time you are at the 10th, you're just aware of your hands on your heart. You are a part of a unification. You're doing 2, 3 things at the same time. And a rose is in the center, a rose quartz, and you feel the heat in your hands more and more. And that you begin to see that rose vibration going up now from your heart chakra up to the cosmic heart. And as it begins to touch that cosmic heart, that 10th chakra, you begin to feel great heat in your body. Because why? You have just acknowledged your divine. You've just acknowledged your divine love. Love for all. Men, women, babies, the earth, nature, the universe, the stars, and all there is, all that has life. And as the cosmic heart reaches the human heart and the heart chakra, they become one. They become one because you have acknowledged yourselves. looking up into the 10th, looking up, looking up. As you slowly put your hands down on your lap and the heat stays in your chest. And we say, in the great mother of the universe and the mother of the earth, and the great father of vibrational fields, and the father that is the expansion of your own sky. And may that pearl rotation of pink begin to rotate around. And you're in the 10th still, and that vortex begins to move around, begins to move around. And you see beautiful rays of pink moving down, because you are the new world. You see a place of harmony. You see a place of love. You saw it here. You will not leave until it is so. And you see these rays coming down like your beautiful central sun. It begins to amplify down all through humanity, where children know nothing but war, where the old are sick and suffer and die, and where the babies are afraid and cannot stop crying, where people live in your streets and nobody cares. And we see that heart emanating, because this is not the world we know. This is not the world we know. In this moment, in the 10th, you begin to manifest again that which is the world you know. And in your heart, you make it so. With cosmic heart and the heart that is close to your form become one. I am that I am. I am nothing less, and I am nothing more. I am that I am. I am the way, the truth, the light. And when it is hard to show love, I try, and I do, as much as I can. And as those rays begin to connect, it is the Father, Mother, God at this point. Father, Mother, male, female, cosmic reality, not gender, moving together, male, female, balancing, androgyny, androgynous energy, only heart, only heart. And as it begins to become equal, not out of balance, it balances your heart here, male, female. And in the middle of that 10th chakra is your divine spark, your original, the only, the truth, unconditioned, no condition, love, emanation, love, magnificence. You are magnificent, nothing less, nothing more. Begin to move up and stay in focus again. We're coming to the over as the gates begin to open. 12 universes become aligned into one, not just your own galaxy. We move up into the 11th chakra. Here lies your multi-dimensional soul self. Experiences not just as a human. This is your multi-dimensional selves. This is where you begin to cultivate choice. choice. At this point, you begin to cultivate, oh, there's a world that needs me. There's a world that needs my light. This is your multi-dimensional self. This is the soul of bilocation. This is the soul of levitation. This is the soul of immortality. At this level, you could achieve many things. Mind becomes equal with heart. Mind, heart, and body are the great unification. 11th chakra, in here, we let go all the way down into your body again, the fear of death, the fear of your human death. 11th chakra fears not, because it understands the transmutation of light. The transmutation of light. We're just looking up and activating the council of love, brotherhood, sisterhood, all around you. Your souls, your masters, your teachers, all around you. If all you can see is light, that's all you are meant to see. No vision, just purpose. In the unification, I claim my multidimensional self. In my multidimensional self, I am very grounded in my physical body. Doesn't make you removed from your body. Makes you more part of your body. As you ground in your multidimensional self, all that is separation in divine source is dismantled. For here you come to see. Here you will come to remember. As you remember, you will find purpose. Here you remember all that was before you had a body. It is our prayer here, because now you are moving close to the angelic. All that which you are becoming again. And you say to yourself, all that which I was, I'm becoming again. All that which I was, I become again. And you say it with such confidence in your mind, all that I was, I have become. I have become. I have become again. And then we stay here for a little bit here, because there is activation that is being activated through other multidimensional beings that will be of service of you, to you, interconnecting, who have never disconnected from any that you have been. Since the beginning of your first recognition of your own light in the celestial, here is your recognition. Here your journey began. What are you doing now? You're reclaiming that. And you're looking up. But now something is happening. Are you looking up or are you looking out? Have you just become? Are you just being? Indeed you are. You are not separate from this 11th chakra. It has come closer to your form. And so it is we move. It is the gate, the 12. We move up into the 12th. And here lies all that is. Here lies the rose, the pearl, the unification, the true self, the nomad individual, the nomad individual. It is the collective individual. It is here that you know that you are part of all things. And in the individuality at this level creates more unification. It is the 12th. We're looking up, and here you see gold emanation. Gold emanation. Be aware, listen to what we say. Down from that 12th chakra, begin to see 2 cords beginning to come down. And as these 2 cords begin to come down and they begin to cross over, it is your original celestial DNA. As they begin to cross over, they begin to cross over and rotate around in the 12th still. They're crossing over and rotating around. Gold and rose, angelic DNA. They begin to turn around. Then they begin to come down like your DNA chain, crossing over in the 11th. That is the activation of the crystal. Angelic activation of your DNA from source self. It begins to cross down into the 10th. Like serpents of light, the cosmic light begins to cross over, wrapping around, coming down into the 10th. This is important focus, dear ones. This is why you are born. It begins to cross over the 10th and slowly moving, not going fast. You're following, and you're coming down into the 9th. Crossing over, activation of that DNA. Crossing over slowly. Crossing over to the 8th. Activation, all that there is. It is all that there is that is inside of you. The DNA begins to come down into the 7th chakra, coming into that crown. Activation begins to slowly move across your hemispheres of your mind. As it becomes slowly to your mind, at that 3rd eye, it stops for a moment. And we make it so, and we make it true, and we embrace it. And we say, this is my activation. It is why I have worked so hard to clear the path. And may healing happen in the mind, in the heart and the soul. And it begins to cross over into the 3rd eye, staying focused as it begins to cross over in the 3rd eye. Coming down into the throat. And it is the blessings of the ether. Oh, divine ether of spirit. May in the ether now acknowledge the crystalline activation of my own original DNA. May that ether that is around my body affect the field of others in the goodness and compassion. May that ether be so. As it begins to cross over, begin to activate down into the heart. Down into the heart. And may my heart of heart in the water of this world be purified by the divine that lives in me and in others. May I speak that activation into somebody else's water in their body. And the representation of their divinity begins to spark a little. May that water purify the water so the babies can drink clean water. And may the plants grow strong. Indeed, as it crosses over in your heart, Focusing now, coming down into solar plex, and may the fire of my sun burn away any ignorance. And may the fire, listen, in the solar sun, may that fire representation be aligned between the central sun to the solar, to the fire that feeds my body. And when I light a little fire for myself, it is angelic fire. May that fire teach me communication. Communication. And as it begins to slowly cross over again, and we're crossing down to spleen, we still are burning away, but more rebuilding. And that fire again speaks. It warms my heart. The fire warms the heart of others. And as it crosses over again, and you come down into the earth in which you live, and it is the activation and the crystallization, because you are in a world that is divine. You are in a world that has been created by great ancestors that have come before you. You are in a world in which is co-created spirit. And it is your great world that feels you sitting in these chairs now and knows you differently, knows you source, self, activated self, knows you, who you were when you took your first human breath. And as that begins to activate around, and your world knows you are here, you are ready, and this you are born today to do. You are born today to do. One more time, we move up, crossing over, going through base, spleen, crossing over, stay with it. Solar plex, heart, throat, third eye, up, crown, eight, crossing over, nine, crossing over, 10, crossing over, 11, crossing over, 12. We stop. And we stop. And you begin to bring your minds down slowly. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, third eye. Heart, stop at your heart. Stop at your heart. And you bring your hands together in prayer at your heart. And you say, I am that I am, out loud. I am that I am. I am the way. I am the truth.
I am the truth.
I am the truth.
I am the truth.
I am the light.
I am the light
that shines compassion.
that shines compassion.
I am the light that shines unconditional love.
I am the light that shines unconditional love
For myself
for myself
and others.
and others.
Always.
Always.
Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yoo-hoo. applaud yourself. You have to take the shoes off. Take the shoes off. Dangerous. Axe in shoes, not a good idea. She tried. Activation. How we say, baby, you are born this way. Baby, you are born this way. Tell us if we run into anything. So, we stand still for the camera person. Rolling, following. So it is the end and it is the beginning. But you know, in the continuum, there is no end and there's no beginning. And so this is the most auspicious of all days. And 5 years, but 500 years. 500 years. Each year, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yes? Each one of those years, dear one, is worth 500 of your human years. So if we tell you that in 8 days, you go, oh my God, what happens? Because you know what will happen. The ego will go, 500 years, ooh. Now we're just going to kick them a bit. And so, 500 years of letting go, as it were, of unconsciousness of yourself. Hence, it was a bit of a rough ride. Because you said unto yourself, I will go, I will come, I will be there. And if it wasn't you, as that which we say, who? Because humanity will, how you say, pass the buck to somebody else. Hugo, it's your turn, you do it. No. And as dear ones say, it is you, a part of the collective. Young ones here, old ones here, we're everybody young. Started cycles up. The only way that you can interpret a cycle is to be of heart. Only way in which to communicate with any world, even your own, is only through heart. And as we say, it is the most suffered of all because of the lack of love. And now you go out into your world and you see the world not looking very different. But it is not the point to look, but to feel. It is in the point of the feeling. I walk out in this day. Before you have your lunch, you go outside in the air, yes? Everybody here is going to go outside in the air. You take some oxygen and you pray to that which you can take the oxygen, and you give prayer to all that is outside for 1 minute. Because it is not that the world has turned into crystalline, beautiful beings out there in the last 25 minutes. That would be very nice. And it is possible, but you know, open the blinds, maybe it's happened. All credit cards are paid. People have money on stock market. Oh, my house sold, how wonderful. Anyway, we wish you. And so it is in the act of the feeling, how that you feel, how that you feel. And you take that oxygen in. You give thanks to it. And you exhale. Always in your inhale and exhale. Be mindful with it and feel gratitude Ingratitude is how that you ascend yourself, yes? And so be aware, challenges come, as you know. But what has happened now? You have created today your journey. You have created the unification. You cannot claim separateness. You make no claim to separateness. And you say, yes. Say yes.
Yes.
Because separateness is separate from your source self. And so if it is that thought of separation, why would you have a thought of separation anyway? It is useless. If you are aligned inside, which we have just done, what is around in the room, dear ones, is multidimensional. Around in the room here. Look in and you go. Now this is what you can do. We give you something to do, homework. Ask homework. Okay, we will give gold stars to people that do. And we know who do and who don't. Don't need email for asks to check in. And so, you practice going up. You practice going up, reclaiming at the 9th chakra. What are my abilities? What are my soul abilities? In the alignment of heart and all your chakras, you ask that question to yourself. What are my abilities? What can I give? What extraordinary things do I know? You've never lost your memory, you just think you have. You've never lost any of your abilities. That is the status quo here. And so therefore, there is a disbelief somewhat in the alchemist. There is a disbelief in transmutation of light. There's a disbelief in we could live 250 years. Because this is not in the collective. But are you the collective of the status quo? No. Yeah, we had to clarify that one. Are you the status quo? Don't sound very confident to me. Excuse me, angels above, could you hear anything then? Are you the status quo?
No.
Okay, better. So in that, then, today is that which was said by the Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael indeed is a part of the new form of the resonation. You are the children of angels. You are the birth children that see a new world. You are the morphic resonance in how that you feel about your own world. You will create the new future purely by your thought-mind dynamic. Because it is in the resonation of that morphogenic field that starts to reclaim, ooh, to reclaim the new world. So today we say, we know we have to go, yes? Can we stay a little bit?
Yes.
You need to, very quiet bunch here. You need to see yourself here. Fields, we were going up, yes? But fields in your chakric system are everywhere. All worlds around you, dear ones, all worlds around you. You are here for multi-purposes, 12 purposes. For 12 purposes, you are here. They will be discovered as you grow. After 2112, 12 different paths will be shown to you individually. One of them is that you are over here in the new world. Your heart resonation has already seen the world change. And so you pray at that 11th chakra, the great unification, a part of the whole collective, who are individualized but all within the great cosmic community. And you go to that 11th chakra and you say, I reclaim that which I know that has already happened. And may that vibration of the good world ahead be brought forward. May the good world ahead be brought forward. Do not stay in this chakric system here. You must learn to grow beyond and use all. All of you are using the whole 12 systems constantly, but with unconsciousness to it. You understand, yes? And so therefore, you put your human, see, here's the thing here. Who have mind, who have heart, who have ego, who have duality, complicated system. Who made that system? You did. Certainly not an angelic. No, we wouldn't do that. And so you did. And so this would be interesting tape. You did. Okay. And so in your education of yourselves, you must constantly not be static. Your education of yourself must look at yourself differently as fluidity, multidimensional. You want to remember any of this? It is recorded. But your multidimensional self is going constantly between all these facets of yourself and your 12th chakric system. So here we have duality. You have your minds doing this left, right, and brain. And as you come into the center, the most powerful of all is the intention of your mind. Because the intention in the moment becomes timeless. That intention brings you into timeless. In that timeless moment, dear ones, is when you must move to the collective chakras above your physical world and move in and state that intention with all heart. Heart here, then 2 hearts. You could do this action. Heart here, hands like this. You could do this when you ask the question. It is your, how you say, arms. We say appendages, not very good. Arms here, and you state it. We're going to put a rose quartz here and a rose quartz there. And state that intention. We can feel stomachs rumbling. So, it is 12, 12, 12. Exactly, past the point. Now you think, as the clock moves round the world, think of all your beloveds that are in other countries, yes? As the 12 begins to move through. If you wished, it is a good night not to sleep. Oh, so much for the light body, yes? If you have a lot of light body, you don't have to sleep. And so, if you wanted to go through the whole entire cycle until the last tiny little island is left, you could try. So our prayer is on the 21st. most of you have already completed it. We know that your time is not there yet. We're on the 12th day, but you have already moved through. So here we say unto you, be mindful of this heart, the 10th heart. Make sure indeed that they are a part of this unification. Yes? Unify, unify. And you say, I know there is a great world that has already manifested. It is called earth, and it looks a different way to it is now. And may it be manifested in the field of heart energy. And you say, so be it. And you cultivate that up until the 21st. Goodbye, dear ones, goodbye. It is a great pleasure. It is a beautiful mission that you have been on. And you were very tired souls, but you found vitality. You found purpose. Keep vitality, keep purpose. Keep going. Don't be distracted, yes? Goodbye. Ooh. What is happening? We're accosted by people. Accosting angels. What is happening? We still here, you know.